Concept 3, the autocorrect. I'm going to type this one in again as volunteer opportunities. I'm intentionally misspelling these just to show you that as I'm finishing spelling both of those words, it automatically fix is itself, and that is what autocorrect is. It's a passive feature that fixes things. We're going to move then to slide 3. And in the outline tab, replace the sample title with topics of discussion. And I'm going to replace the first bullet here with why are pets abandoned? And I'm going to replace my second bullet with how can you help? Select the second bulleted item. Come over here and select my second bulleted item. I'm going to click copy in my clipboard group. And I'm going to click on the third bullet line. If you don't have a third line, just hit enter. And go ahead and paste in how you can help again. And instead of how can you help, we're going to put in how does the foundation help. There you go. In the outline tab, press enter at the end of the subtitle in slide 1 to create a blank line. So I'm going to come up to slide 1. At the end of the subtitle, I'm going to hit enter, create a blank line. And I'm going to select the first bulleted item on slide 2. And I'm going to drag that selection up here. And it will look something like that. We can also move and copy slides as opposed to just words. So we're going to click on the Slides tab to open it. And we're going to scroll the Slide tab to see slide 5. And here's slide 5. And I'm going to click on slide 5, and I'm going to hit delete. And there, slide 5 is gone. So now you should have 8 slides. I'm going to select slide 4. And if necessary, scroll the slide tab to show slide 3, so I can see slide 3 here. And I'm going to drag slide 4 above slide 3. And as I do this, you'll see a dark line here that indicates where I'm dropping it off. I'll drop it right there. So it's very easy to swap slides around. I'm then going to select slide 6. And I'm going to open the drop-down menu for this slide in the slides group. And I'm going to choose duplicate selected slides. So now I have 2 of the same slides where it says topic number 2. Another thing that you might want to do is move and demote and promote bulleted lists. So I'm going to make slide 5 my current slide. And I'm going to go ahead and change some of the text here. I'm going to change the title to Why Are Pets Abandoned? And then I'm going to put in the following bullets. I'm going to pull it in maintenance, expenses, enter, change in lifestyle, enter, behavioral problems, moving to a new location, and poor or deteriorating health. Once you've got all of that typed in, we're going to select all the text in the 4th bulleted item. And we are going to drag that up to make it our first one. So I can move them just like that. I'm going to click on slide 6 and change this one to how can you help? And my bullets for this one are going to be donate your time and talent. Next, I want to come down to donate your time and talent and tab over, and you'll see it changes to a subordinate point. And I'm going to type in become a foster parent, work at adoption fairs, enter again, and now I want to go back out, so I'm going to hold down shift and hit tab, and it will promote me back to the previous level. I'm going to type in donate new or used items, crates and pads, and collars, leads, and other items. Now I'm going to select both crates and pads and collars, leads, and other items because I'm going to demote these. So I'm just going to hit tab, and those will put them as subordinate points as well. After this one, I'm going to hit enter again, and I'm going to promote. So I'm going to hit shift tab again to go back out and type in provide financial support, send a donation, sponsor a foster pet, and sponsor an adoption. And yes, I'm intentionally letting this run off the page. After I've done this, I want to grab these three and I'm going to demote them. So I'm going to come up here into my paragraph group and you'll see that promote and demote or increase, decrease list level are options. So I'm going to increase the list level. Still, all of this information doesn't fit in the slide. And typically, we normally don't want more than 5 lines in a PowerPoint slide or so. So this is too much. So what we need to do is we're going to come to our auto fit options, which is this little icon right here. I'm going to click on that, and you can see that it says, do I want to auto fit my text, which would shrink my text down. And that's what we're going to do. And you can see it's all very cluttered. But that still doesn't really look very good. So I'm going to come back here, and this time I'm going to choose split text between 2 slides. And what this does is it makes 2 of them, and then it tries to break them up in the best way it knows how. Unfortunately, it didn't do a very good job here. On slide 7, we're going to replace the title text of how you can help with more ways to help. And I'm going to select the first bulleted item here, and I'm going to use Control X, which is my cut button, because I need to take that one back up here. We're under crates and pads, enter, and paste it in there. And so we'll put it back where it belongs. After we've done that, we're going to make slide 8 our current slide, and this one's going to be called How Does the Foundation Help? For my bulleted list, provides temporary homes, provides obedience training, provides veterinary care, finds loving permanent homes. After I've done that, I'm going to switch over to slide 4. And on slide 4, I'm going to click anywhere in the bulleted list. And I'm going to click on the dashed line border of the placeholder, make sure so it changes solid. And then I'm going to click on the numbering group here. And I'm going to switch all my bullets over into a numbered list. So same idea here. And it shows me that I can select the 3rd item here of my list and make it my 2nd one. And it doesn't change the numbering, so it knows what it's supposed to be. I can open up the outline tab, and I'm going to review the slide content. I'm going to click the end of the 3rd numbered list on slide 4. I'm going to hit enter, tab, who are animal angels? After that, I'm going to select the entire 4th line. I'm going to use Shift and Tab to bring it back to the proper list level. I'm going to drag the selected item then to be the 3rd one on the line. Right there. After I've done that, I'm going to come up here and save. And I'm going to come up and save as. And you should always save your stuff to a folder you've created on your desktop. And I'm going to call this one Volunteer. After I've done that, I can save it. And then I'm going to come up here and close what I already have. And I'm going to open up a new document. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to File, Open, And this will be in your data files, which you should have downloaded. I keep mine on a folder on the desktop. You can keep yours anywhere you want. And I'm going to go into Lab 1, and I'm going to click on Volunteer 1. That's going to open a very similar presentation, except it's one that we can work on. So you want to come on in here, and in your name, you actually want to change it to your name. And it tells us to scroll through our panes here so we can see that we have new content, more slides. Now we have 10 slides. The first thing we want to do is spell check. So we're going to come up to Review and go to the Spelling button. I'm going to click on that. And the first one it comes up with is veterinary. And so I definitely need to change that, but it doesn't know what it should be changed to. So I have to come in here where it says change to and type it in myself. Veterinary. So it should look like that. And I'll click on change. And then change for tricks. And then send a check, not a cheek. So we'll have to select check and go ahead and hit change. And that will complete our spelling check. And it tells us to switch our view into the slide sorter view. And you can come down here, and it's the one that looks like 4 little buttons. And we'll click on that, and we can see all 10 of our slides. We're going to reduce our zoom a little bit so we can see them better. And we're going to click on slide 1. Then we're going to select slides 6 and 7. And we're going to move them until they are before slide 4. So in between 3 and 4, and drop them off. And we're going to click on the space before slide 5. So in between 4 and 5. And we'll see that we can choose new slide here. So we're going to add in a new slide.